Okay, I want you to look to your right. Go on, look. What do you hear? If you're like most people, it's nothing. Just take a moment to appreciate that silence, okay? Because, well, I took it for granted. I love silence. It's my favorite sound, because, with how loud our world is, I need that decompression time where someone isn't running a leaf blower outside my window all day. A time where I can finally relax my nervous system and reset myself. What the heck? So about a year ago, I started to be able to hear my blood in my left ear. And I'm sure you actually know what I'm talking about when you're exercising and you can feel and hear your heart pounding, or laying down on your pillow and you can hear your heartbeat. Yeah, well, imagine that, but 10 times louder, and it never went away. So it actually started pretty gradually. In fact, I didn't even notice it, only hearing it when it was super quiet, and I thought it was nothing, that my blood pressure was just super high or something. I mean, at the time, I was pretty stressed out, so honestly, I thought it was just that. But well, it just kept getting worse. I heard it all day, every day. I mean, can you imagine that? This annoying whooshing sound in your ear, and no matter what you did, it never went away. It was genuinely agonizing, because listen, I need my silence. If I don't get it, if you keep it from me, I get a little, cranky. So I needed this fixed, and I needed it fixed now. So I started doing research. Hey, Google, what does it mean when you can hear your blood? You have cancer. Just kidding, Google can be helpful sometimes. I figured out it was called pulsatile tinnitus. Except, apparently, and I did not know this, you know tinnitus? The ringing in your ears? Yeah, well, apparently, it's not pronounced tinnitus, it's pronounced tinnitus. Ew. Pulsatile tinnitus? That sounds so... It just doesn't roll off the tongue. Tinnitus. Seriously? How does that even happen? How does everyone collectively say a word wrong? Is this just common knowledge? Does everyone know it's tinnitus? Because I've only heard people call it tinnitus. And you know what? If everyone collectively decides that a word is pronounced a certain way, then it should just be changed. But okay, whatever. Tinnitus. Fine. Stupid. So it was a rare type of tinnitus where people hear a rhythmic noise like a whooshing or thumping that syncs with their heartbeat. Okay, yes, that's what I have. Now, how do you get rid of it? The doctor? Ugh, I don't want to go to the doctor. That is such a drag. Doctor's office, how can I help you? Yeah, I'd like to make an appointment. Okay, so it looks like our next available slot is in 3 months. Oh my god, guys, it's seriously, what if I was dying? What if I was actively dying? Oh, sorry, hun, our doctors are kind of backed up. Yeah, can you wait till next week? So all I can do is wait, sit there, and listen to my blood, doing its thing, keeping me alive. I start to go just a little bit insane. I have to think that Van Gogh had the right idea. I mean, at this point, I might as well just cut the whole ear off, right? Come here, gosh. I had an earbud in that ear blasting white noise 24/7. And yeah, it got uncomfortable. I think I got an ear infection, but it was leaps better than having to listen to that stupid whooshing. But I bide my time and eventually can see the doctor. So yeah, it's like super annoying and I really need it gone. Bummer. Yeah, well, I can't do anything about that. I'll refer you to an ear doctor. Here's their number. Just give them a call. I'm sure they can squeeze you in. Oh, all right. Our next available appointment will be in 5 months. Does that work for you? So, yep, just have to wait. Again. But hey, this is an ear specialist. Ooh, and the problem is in my ear. So surely... Yeah, pulsatile tinnitus is pretty rare. We'll have to run a few tests. I'll book the appointment. It'll be in about a month. Well, first we need to wait for your insurance to approve it, and then once you take the test, you'll have to wait a few weeks for me to call you with the results. It gets redundant at this point. It's been a year. A year of waiting. Every test coming back inconclusive, being referred to all sorts of people who can't help me. If I don't get this stupid whooshing to stop soon, I'm gonna get violent. So eventually, I get referred to this one neurosurgeon, and it's kind of funny because apparently he specialized in strokes. I was not having a stroke, I think, man, who even knows at this point. And he schedules me an IR angiogram carotid common intracranial bilat. Okay. It was the most painful test I've ever had done in my life. So what they did is they trailed a catheter up my arm vein into my head and injected me with this dye while these 3 x-ray machines spun all around me. They gave me something to make me all loopy and not care, but it did not do anything. And look, I don't have any sort of medical anxiety, okay? I don't care. I kind of like needles, actually, watching the blood pour out of my body. Ooh, how cool. But this was different. My arm burnt so bad, I can feel the dye traveling up into my brain, behind my eyes. I was literally seeing kaleidoscopes. I don't know if it was because of the dye or the pain. I may have shed a tear after it was done, but it was a very manly tear. So what was the point of this test? Well, they were looking at all my blood vessels to see if there were any abnormalities, because oftentimes with pulsatile tinnitus, it has something to do with the blood vessels and not the ear itself. I'm looking at you first, doctor, who referred me to an ear specialist who wasted half my year with pointless tests. And guys, after this test, I was dead. I think I actually died for a second because the migraine that came after was unlike anything I had experienced. All I could do was just lay there and suffer. I tried eating something to make myself feel better, but immediately threw it up. But it was all worth it because we finally found out what the issue was. My doctor even let me know that same day. I mean, I was really out of it, but still. So it turned out that I had an aneurysm, and it formed in my sinus vein and was pressing up against my eardrum, and that's why I can hear my blood. Here's a picture. So aneurysms aren't like deadly. It's basically a weakened part of the blood vessel, but the risk is of it rupturing. But I had it for about a year without it rupturing, so I wasn't in any immediate danger. Well, other than me being a danger to myself if I didn't get this fixed. So I got scheduled for a surgery where they were going to put a stent in the vein to block the blood flow to the aneurysm, and luckily, I was going to be put under this time. Man, oh man, do I just love being unconscious, let me tell you. Always a blast. And the surgery was a success. As soon as I woke up, I couldn't hear it anymore. It was finally gone. I mean, I had yet another horrible migraine, and having to stay the night in the hospital sucked balls. I couldn't even revel in my newfound silence because the monitors would start beeping like crazy every 10 minutes. I couldn't go to the bathroom without being tangled up in all these wires they attached to me. And what is up with these hospital gowns? Why are these nurses trying to see my booty cheeks? But it was all worth it, because when I finally got home and got to sleep in silence for the first time in a year, it was the best sleep I have ever had. And nobody knows for sure what causes aneurysms, and it's even stranger since I'm so young, but I have a theory. So for a period of time, for reasons that I'll get into in a future video, I had to sleep with these big, bulky, noise-canceling headphones, and sometimes I would wake up to me sleeping on it, and I think the pressure to my neck and the suction from it, it was the perfect storm. So lesson learned, don't sleep with large, noise-canceling headphones on. If someone's being loud while I'm trying to sleep, well, I suppose I'll just have to take matters into my own hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just got some new offerings to my shrine. Oh, it's for the doctor who cured me. I mean, well, I have to show my appreciation somehow, right? Yeah, and thanks for watching. I know this is all pretty standard stuff, especially when you're dealing with the American healthcare system. Heart goes out to all the people who have chronic illnesses. I'm still kind of reeling from the fact that I had an actual aneurysm right next to my brain, by the way. I could have died. And then where would we be? I wouldn't have been able to even make this video. Life is fleeting. Subscribe to Mothman Liver 2000. I will save you, personally, rip you from the grips of death. Wait, moths only live for like a week, right? What day is it? Oh my god.